Yes, this is Beulah Beach in the village of Beulah. It's this absolutely gorgeous lake. One of the most pristine, gorgeous lakes in all of Michigan. So we're going to take off that way, and we're going to go the south shoreline of the lake for quite a ways, and then it goes up along the old railroad bed and takes off through the trees, one of the most picturesque bike paths you could ever take, and it takes off to Frankfort. It's about 23 miles, I believe, from here to there. We're going to go about half the way, and we're gonna stop at a little dam area out there and cool off before we head back. Should be a beautiful afternoon. Let's see what we can see. Well, we're just leaving the Beulah area, and we're starting to go along the south side of Crystal Lake here. This is my wife Kathleen up ahead, bless her heart, paving the trail, pioneering the way. Beautiful day. We're about 72, 74 degrees. First week of July. Wonderful out here. This is just an absolutely gorgeous location here south of Traverse City on Lake Michigan. This is east of Frankfort in the Beulah-Benzonia area. Of course, this is a Crystal Lake, one of the most popular lakes here in southern Michigan because it's so clear year-round. It's clear, gorgeous. It's almost like a tropical lake. And the cottages start thinning out and starting to get a little more vegetation. Now, if I don't fall over here, we'll be doing great. And just a few yards later, we start running out of cottages, and we continue along the bike path. We're going to be going up here to a little remote stretch that you're going to like once we film it, but you got to wait till we get there. Hi, folks. Does this look inviting or what? Erosion sensitive area. This is clear as can be. Now, is that the way to relax, or is that the way to relax? That's the way to go. People stop here, and if they've come from Frankfort, they're probably 2/3 of the way to Beulah, and just neat to stop and cool your feet off, rest your rear end, and soak up some of this beautiful scenery.
That's a nice picture. Hi everybody, how you doing?
Where are you from?
About 40 miles north of Detroit to Baltimore. How you?
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids, okay.
Yeah. You come from Frankfort? How far did you come?
We came from Frankfort, yeah.
Frankfort.
Yeah, our son just graduated from Ferris.
Oh, okay.
What's your name?
Pardon?
Your name?
Blount?
Palau?
Yeah. B-L-O-U-N-T.
Film this gentleman who was so kind.
Oh gosh, no, I'm a terrible picture taker.
Oh,
no.
That's great.
So, you enjoying yourselves?
Yeah, we are.
Isn't it pretty?
It's gorgeous.
You're Daryl, being from England.
Oh, yeah.
You got an English accent?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Got an English laugh. So what do you think of this area?
Fabulous. It's so beautiful. Michelle was just asking me if we have beaches like this in England, and I said we don't. I think what happens in life, whatever you've got you think is best,
Yeah.
I can see something better.
Are you going to get a chance to see Mackinac Island?
Oh, we've
Been there.
You've
Three
been
times.
there?
3 times we've been there.
Oh
3
man,
times.
that's a
And,
nice bike ride.
we had a tea at the Grand Hotel.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
all
They
right.
were all suitably groomed. And when you drank your tea, Michelle remembered the little finger went up.
Hold your finger up to drink your
The
tea.
little
That's
finger
the
goes
British.
up to drink tea.
How did you do that again?
Hold your teacup like this and then.
At an angle of
So
45
he has to
degrees.
show these Michiganders
45
how to drink tea.
45 degrees.
45 degrees.
And then when you think someone's sees you, go the royal way.
So, Gerald, where are you going on your next vacation? Tell that. Maybe he's heard of it.
Right.
Where are you going? Matsubutsu?
Oh no, I'm going to a place called Mozambique.
I've heard of him.
Mozambique.
It's close to South Africa and Namibia.
Yeah.
It's been rated one of the 20 most beautiful deserted beaches in the world.
Really?
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm Darryl.
What's your last name?
Cabral, very Portuguese.
Okay.
People thought you were in that.
Now he calls this a Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is his way of
Titanic.
Titanic. Doing the Titanic.
Because if you see the film,
Yeah.
that's what he does in the film.
Yeah. So what's this got to do with the Titanic? That's just your expression.
He's
No.
praising God.
No, it's
He's
just,
really-
yes, it's so beautiful.
Are we sinking or what?
No,
No,
not
he's
thinking,
really,
not thinking.
he's really thanking God for everything.
That's what it is.
But if you
Okay.
look at that beautiful,
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
It
when we
is.
were on Lake Superior, as far as the eye could see, 180 degrees.
Tell
could
him what
see
you learned about
water.
Lake Superior, about the fresh water. What did you learn about that? 10% of the world.
10% of the world's fresh water.
Oh wow. We're at Mullinack Road, and there ends the graveled bike path, and now we start the asphalt bike path heading toward Frankfort. And I don't know, it's probably 10 miles roughly, give or take a few, to get to Frankfort, but we're not going to drive all that way. We're going down here just a little ways, turn around, go back to the watering hole and refresh ourselves. And you can rollerblade here if you don't want a bike. You can jog. A lot of people just jog this as a nice little jog if you're in good shape. We're coming up to Road 606, County Road 606. This is a southerly route to Betsie to Frankfort. Takes you right up to the, oh, I'm sorry, this is M115. I've been gone too long from this area. All right, we got a traffic cop up there with a big bark. And you can rollerblade here if you don't want a bike. You can jog. A lot of people just jog this as a nice little jog if you're in good shape. And it's so tranquil and peaceful through here now. Get off the road and away from road traffic noise. We have not been through here in the fall when the colors are changing, but this has to be one of the most beautiful spots to bike or walk when the colors are changing on the leaves. So about halfway between Beulah and Frankfort, we've got a little rest area, and this sign here is giving appreciation to a whole bunch of folks. We're not going to take time to read all of those, but talks about those who's made this all special for people like us. And this is my dear precious wife taking a load off her tired feet again, and we're going to look out over the famous salmon, steelhead, brown trout lake. I'm sorry, river. Can't talk and film at the same time. Yeah, we're getting a video, so smile pretty. Pretend you're enjoying what you're doing. Or do you have to not pretend? It looks like a rough way to spend the day.
Okay, I just don't want to see it on YouTube.
It is going on YouTube. Just as a word of caution, down at the homemade food and diner, I ran into an old boy down there who, an old boy that says that people who's biking this path at night want to be real careful because there's huge snapping turtles that come up on this bike trail path, and they'll just yank you right off your bicycle and drag you in the water and eat you. It sounded a little, I don't know, a little bit outlandish to me, but you know, these locals that lived up here, they probably know a whole lot more than we give them credit for. You got this little lake. He said there's a little lake along the bike path there, and he says there's just huge snapping turtles that are laying in cover, and they'll bite you. They'll come right up off out of the water, and they'll come up on this bike path, and they'll grab a hold of your leg if you're going slow or stop, and they'll have you for dinner. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. I don't have any more telephoto capability with this little camera, but you can see out there in the middle of the water is a little baby turtle. He's not big enough to chew your leg off, but you know, if he eats enough legs, he's going to get bigger. Oh, that feels good. Let's get over here. Just ever feel good on the sore feet. Look refreshing or what? Yeah, go do it again.
This side.
Okay. Yeah, what do you hear under there? She's having the time of her life. Reliving her childhood. She never got to do anything when she was a child. We're on Crystal Lake. We've found a little obscure spot back here where that's where our stuff is over there on the beach. And we came out to cool off here in Crystal Lake. It's a semi-sunny day. Kathleen's going to do a little bit of a
I'm trying to get wet so I don't get shocked.
lay down here on the boogie board. But what we found interesting, we were swimming out here and I felt something nipping at my feet, and I saw this fish, and we put two and two together, and there's a fish bed here, probably a smallmouth bass over a bed, and this water's rippled a little bit, but you look down there and she's coming at me. You see her? I don't know if you can see down through that water or not, but this is her bed right down here. There's a few rocks, and she's protecting that thing. Let's see if we can get her to come at me here. She'd come up, boy, almost like she's gonna nail me.
Can I come over there?
Yeah, you can come over. You see her down in there?
Yeah.
Probably about a 14, 15 inch. I think it's a smallmouth bass. I don't know the fish very well here in Crystal Lake.
What is it?
She's coming in. Where'd she go? I think that boogie board must have scared her off. Yeah, she's coming up on her bed now. Can you see her? You see down in there and see her in her bed? You gotta call her, honey. Talk to her.
Hi, Mama. Mama fish, where are you? Mama, here, Mama.
There goes Kathleen off into the wild crystal blue yonder. Here's our fish. There's our fish. I think Kathleen likes this little vacation spot. That's facing east toward Beulah. We've probably come, I don't know how many miles it is from Beulah, but we're near the end of this bike path. We've come out of the woods area, we've gone along the road, and now we have come to where we're almost to Alberta, Frankfort, and we're looking at a bridge here, and bike path goes on around, crosses the road, comes back over that bridge over there, and goes into Frankfort. That's Frankfort to the right, and Alberta would be just to the left. You're not much Alberta, but this is a beautiful little area. You go along this marshland for quite a ways coming up to this point. This is a very popular spot for steelhead salmon fishermen when the salmon and steelhead are running, I'm told. You see game birds from time to time back in the marsh area, but this is just gorgeous. And then of course you can ride into Frankfort, and we're going to be doing some of that, capturing little bits and pieces here on this Betsie bicycle trail excursion. Hopefully people that have never been here before would be enticed to come and enjoy this beautiful vacation spot. Hi folks. Hi. And now you see civilization coming up. This will pretty much put us into the occupied eastern part of Frankfort. Then we have the private docking marina where you get to see a lot of nice boats. Here is the city park where you can come down and have group picnics or just be by yourself if you want. This is a wonderful place. Then we're getting in the more populated area where we have condos, restaurants, a few retail stores, this, that, one thing or another. There's a Coho Cafe where you can sit out there on the patio and have a nice meal. One of many nice restaurants in the area. We are now about a quarter of a mile away from Frankfort Beach, a pier area. We have the luxurious dockside condos out here that are right up next to Lake Michigan or the pier area. We go up through this little park. You can stop and have a grill, picnic bench. It's a nice little area. We're soon going to be coming up on Frankfort Public Beach. Yeah. This is exactly. There's the two lighthouses out there. And we have arrived at the end of our bike journey from Beulah.
The end?
This is the end of the Betsie River Bike Trail. And here's probably the best seat in town. You can watch the sunset go down in the evening. Here you got the pier to the Alberta side going left there. And way down on the bluffs is Arcadia. Then you have these condos I was talking about. And then you have the North Lighthouse and Pier. And a public beach area down below here, and then you have 2-3 times as much beach area on the north side of the pier. And then you have Big Bear Sleeping Dunes, Big Bear Dunes, whatever they call it, up around about 10 miles up around the corner.
Okay, here we are in Frankfort, Michigan on the beach, Frankfort Beach, and we are relaxing on our last evening here.
What do you think, sweetheart?
I think the clouds are beginning to cover the sun going down.
Yeah, we're going to see a golden sunset, aren't we? Going to have some beautiful color instead of just a generic, boring sunset. You're going to get some gorgeous gold, and then it's going to turn to some red and maybe a little orange. But it's going to be a gorgeous sunset. That's interesting.